Hey everybody, it's Jonathan Koger on my series 40 Days of Fasting and Prayer. And it's a beautiful day. It's a wonderful day. I'm on day 35 and today I'm down to 187. So do the math from 231 all the way down to 187. I've lost a lot of weight. And I've got a slew of reactions. I mean, people are noticing. And on one hand, I have people asking me if I'm sick. One of the boys, one of my nephews this morning said, one of their friends said, "Hey, what's wrong with Jonathan? Is he sick?" Another lady last night asked me, "What happened to you?" I told her I'm withering away. And she says, "Why are you sick?" And on one side, I know I started to kind of look like a cancer patient, and now I've transitioned to an AIDS patient. Please forgive the terminology. But on the other hand, I have another slew of people telling me that I look great. And one brother called me over at church. He says, "I don't know what you're doing, what diet you're on, but it's working. You look great." And so I let him know I was fasting. I shared a link to my video, and you're welcome to share a link to anyone you want and get people educated on fasting. I went and I visited my employer today, and it's two men in a truck. And they were the ones that have given me 40 days off. Have you ever heard of a company giving somebody 40 days off? This employer has been nothing but easy to work with, and probably one of the best employers I've ever had. When I worked for Simplot, I remember them never wanting me to get time off, and I remember even kind of fighting with them because it was my son's wedding, my oldest son, the first kid that's going to be married, and they didn't want to give me the time off. I remember at Dairy Gold when my father-in-law died. A week later, my grandfather died, and I was emotional and under pressure, and I almost broke down crying a couple times. I just wanted to go home and be sad for the day, and they would not let me go home. And when companies do that, that's just, that's so ugly because, yeah, I understand you have business to take care of, but companies, especially factory work, you always have a few extra workers around. And that is just an ugly thing to do to an employee, no matter who you are. But two men in a truck has been good to me. They've treated me like a person. And I went to visit them today, and it was great. And but when I first walked in, I saw one of the reps, and I said, "Hello." And he said, "Can I help you?" And I said, "You don't recognize me?" And he goes, "Oh, I recognize your voice. Wow." He says, and he said, "I look amazing, and I'm not in it to look amazing because I'm not going to stay like this for long. You better believe I'm going to be eating. I love eating." There's this meme that I seen. It's an Aztec guy holding a princess, and it says, "This could be you and me, but we both love tacos too much." And I love tacos, and I can't wait to have some tacos. So I've been getting a slew of reactions. God is in the details. And so as you could see, I don't know how many people, portray they're going on a fast and really don't. I don't know, but you could tell that I am. But anyway, day 35, I've got 6 more complete days left. This is the 6th day. Well, I'm day 35. I got 5 more days. It's really going to be 6 because I got to complete the last day. It's going to be 40 full days, 40 days and 40 nights. I was teasing with my nieces yesterday, why 40 days and 40 nights? I said, because Noah built the ark and he was in the ark for 40 days and 40 nights. And after the 40-day fast, I'm going to have the power of all the animals. And I still like to tease. I'm still having a good time. I'm in a good mood today. I've been pulling shirts out of the closet that I haven't worn in a long time. I gave a lot of them away that I outgrew. I'm kind of wishing I didn't. Especially when you give clothes to somebody and they're like, nah, this has a stain on it or just whatever, you know. It's like, man, they're nice clothes. But I still got a couple to wear, and I'm sure I'll start fitting into the clothes here a little bit better. And when I gain my weight back a little bit, and I'm not trying to get fat, but I do want to enjoy life. At that point, I'll probably buy a few more items, shirts and pants and whatnot. But as for now, I'm skinny, and I'm not going to buy any clothes because they won't fit me in a few months. I remember when I went from a 34 to a 36, then a 38 waist size, I was like, ah. But it is what it is, and life is life, you know. I'm 45 years old, I'm married. Not that I don't care what I look like, but I'm not running around on the beach with a Speedo or anything, so we don't really need to worry about the two. What I'm worried about is them tacos, man. Ooh, yeah. Or some fajita nachos. Oh, yeah. I want some Mexican food. I want some spicy. I'm really craving spice. And I'm tempted, after I break my fast on the smoothie and the egg drop soup, I'm tempted to have a chorizo omelet instead of the steak omelet. But I don't know if that's going to be good for me. I don't really know if I'm going to be able to handle it. To be honest with you, as good as a mood as I'm in today and as excited as I am and happy, my stomach is just not happy with me. It's turning. I took a drink of water first thing this morning, and it was just a pain going all the way through, and I'm feeling nauseous. Yesterday, I tried to stay busy, and about noon, man, I was gassed. There was just nothing left. I had to lay down. My wife's been working hard. One thing that's always troubling is when one person's laying down and one person's working. Thankfully, she understands that I do get sick. But day 35, and everyone is like, you got this. The finish line's right there. Like, you can't stop now. And I understand. I'm on board with that. At the same time, I'm very cautious because anything could take a turn. Anything could happen. I've had some grueling moments in this fast, really grueling. There was one night I passed out 3 times. You would have thought that I would have given up, but I had already weathered that storm through the 21-day fast. Then I got sick camping, very nauseous, and I was sick every 2 hours, and my body was just I don't know what it found inside. I don't know if it was a mosquito bite or what, or if it was attacking some type of tumor or cancer cell or something inside my body, but it was destroying something and dispersing it. And for a whole couple days, man, I was really, really sick. And it's no fun when all you taste is your own mouth or toothpaste. You know, you have no taste whatsoever. All you're drinking is water, and your body is nauseous and sick, and you want to puke. I haven't puked, but there have been many days where I've just been nauseous and tired. I wear out pretty easy right now. But I'm ready to get back to work and back to life, and especially back to eating. And I got this new desire. I want to get a glazed cake donut, get some Ben and Jerry's ice cream, scoop it on there, chocolate syrup, whipped cream, and I just want to eat that. That's what I want today. So, cravings, jalapeno burger, tacos, that cake donut. I want to get some raw milk and make my protein shakes again. Want to get some of the raw ice cream, put in cookie butter and Nutella and chocolate syrup. I want to overindulge for a little bit, which is okay a little bit. But when you're overindulging every day, that is gluttony. It is. It's gluttonous. There's no way around it. We have to, at some point, stop and say, okay, I'm destroying my own body. I'm destroying the temple of God, you know, especially with how bad our food is here. And I've really been thinking about that. My trip to Italy, the produce was so fresh. The food was so good. I mean, even the deep fried, what was it, calzone? I mean, even the deep fried pizza, it was good. It did make me sick, you know. It never upset my stomach. I never got heartburn, not once in Italy. You know, it was just like, I need to be in a place, and I know Italy's, or Naples especially. I don't know, I got some weird connection with Naples. I loved it there, even though it was like, you know, Naples is crazy. But I loved it there, and I loved the food, and I could live on street food and be healthier than I would be living here in America buying their health food. And it's just so ridiculous. I've really been thinking about, I don't know how I'm going to leave this country, where I'm going to live, what I'm going to do with my house. I don't know, but I know I don't want to eat garbage, and I can't spend a fortune in America trying to buy health food that is so deceptive. You know, they're so deceptive. I heard that they allow the knuckles and the joints in meat now again. I don't know how true it is, but you could look it up. Things that were only meant for animals, now they can wash it with an ammonia solution and serve it to humans. And it's just like, come on, man. Like, don't fool me. Don't put that under the radar. Don't dye my meat red because it looks better red, and I'm going to buy it from you, and you're going to basically steal my money and rob me, because we used to look at meat when we were younger and, okay, well, this is looking brown, this is really looking dark brown, or this is looking a little green, and we're not going to buy it. Now they're dyeing it. They're tricking us. You know, the garbage that they're putting in our food, it's ridiculous. I'm really upset about it, and there's nothing I can do about it. I got to leave the country to be able to not eat garbage and chemicals. You know, it's just so crazy. I'm really distraught about that. But anyway, I had a request for fasting, and we got 5 more days. And if you need me to fast for something, I'd be happy to. And it's for my sister-in-law. And we took her request and we modified it. And that's one thing you got to do when you're praying and you're fasting. You can't just throw out requests, because if God gives them to you, it could destroy your life. And if he doesn't give it to you because it's such an outlandish request, you can be disheartened, and it could cause problems. I seen a documentary a long time ago, and it was about a few people that had won the lottery. And one of the guys that won the lottery, he said it was the worst thing that ever happened to him. He got all this money. He got hooked on cocaine. He was at the bars, the strip clubs, ended up in prison, just living a wild life because you don't have to worry about anything. And his testimony, after all the money was gone, the prison time is served. I'm sure a lot of that money went on commissary. He said, I wish I would have never got that money. It destroyed my life. So we need to be very careful. But we took her prayer and her request and we modified it. And the request today, if you want to pray with us and fast with us, is that their family could be together to worship God, no matter where God leads them. So I don't want to tie it to a specific place because we often don't know what God has planned. And the reasoning behind that, I believe, is because we'd mess it up. You know, when you're dealing with little kids or whatnot and you let them know what's going on, they'll make a mess. You know, they'll get in your way. They'll mess something up. So we want to give God liberty in that, but we want their family to get together while they worship, while they serve God, while they attend services. And so that's what I'm praying for and fasting for today. If you have a request, either contact me, leave your request in the comments. I don't mind sacrificing for you. I don't mind helping. And I don't mind encouraging you to fast. There's so many benefits to fasting. I know I've covered it on other episodes. And I think tomorrow I'm going to do another episode on the benefits. One thing I learned today is Socrates fasted for mental clarity, one of the greatest minds in history. And we definitely need clarity of mind. I believe that if you are not in the truth, or maybe you're in a cult, or maybe you don't know about religion, or you're just kind of lost, fasting will give you clarity and direction. I believe it with all my heart. And there's just so many benefits to fasting. So we're going to talk about that tomorrow. I don't want to ramble on and make these videos too long. But yeah, like, subscribe, share. I don't mind you sharing. I put myself out here, and this is who I am right now. I've been consumed, literally, physically. I've been consumed, and in the spiritual realm, you know, I've invested a lot in this fast. Invested a lot. I understand not everyone can do that. I've waited a long time. That's why this has been so important to me. I've waited so long to be able to take this path. And we're almost done. We're almost done. Let's pray that God is with me the next 5 days. I'm no fool. I'm no fool, and I know anything could happen. And I know that God has helped me out through this whole fast, and to him be honor, glory, and praise forever. And I know I need his help the next 5 days. Post fast, I'm going to need his help. And for the rest of my life, I'm going to need God. And so God has been so good. And so let's pray that he's with me these next 5 days and from here on out. And I believe he's a very present God. I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for fasting. It's a lost art. It's really a hidden gem. It's powerful. Mountains move. You know, you have people proclaiming so much power, and you don't see the power because there's no fasting. There's no fasting. And so I have so much more to say. But I'm not the type of guy or preacher that's going to hold people against their will. We all have busy lives. So again, thank you. And I will see you on tomorrow's episode.